to Psychic Medium Toni Green. I am Toni Green, said Psychic Medium. Thank you so much for being here today. We are going to get started with the show right away. First and foremost, this show does air on live television, WSCS, and all of its affiliate channels, as well as Rude Rangers and all of its streaming channels, affiliate channels, radio stations, all of it, all of it. I'm going to be taking notes as we talk today to remind myself of things because I tend to forget things. It's just a thing. I do. Okay, here we go. Don't get scammed. I'll never reach out to you. I am a channel, and as a matter of fact, a lot of what you hear on the show, I am channeling. Um, a hypnotist, a healer. I do healing work. I don't do it; the angels do it. I do. I am a psychic, a medium, channel, hypnotist, healer, and an author. And speaking of author, I want to just pull this out for a second. This book right here. I hope the light isn't too glary. It looks like a big book. It's not. It actually just has like questions in it, and then it gives you space to put an answer. And what I'm doing is something brand new. I was having a conversation with someone today who I think changed the trajectory of my career. I'm like so grateful. I just might cry about it because I'm so grateful. Um, so I am going to start doing a show about this book with this book. hmm I am. So we'll go every week. We'll go one what if, maybe two what ifs. It'll be extremely interactive where we'll do the what if, and you guys can put your responses and answers in the chat, and we are going to talk about what if and help each other transform and evolve through the what ifs in this book. Now, this book was channeled. All of my books have been channeled. Every single book has been channeled, including this one. And if you would like a copy of the book so you can write in the book or just kind of look ahead and see the questions prior to the starting date of this show, there is a link in my bio that takes you directly to my author page on Amazon. Please, if you do get the book, get it from my author page. There are people on Amazon selling my book for less than me. And I don't know how they're doing that, but they are. But if you go to my author page, then you're supporting the actual author that wrote it. If you go there and you get it for less, okay, but that I get nothing off of that. And my books, I would like to get something off of. So I will be starting that soon. Okay, and that's going to be a magnificent, oh my gosh, it's going to be a magnificent journey. You guys, have you ever met someone and had a conversation with them? And this is actually the third time I had a conversation with this person. And this time, like, my state of mind allowed me to be in a space that was so open to profound changes. It's amazing. Very excited about some things coming in. Very, very, very excited about that. Okay. Where was I? I'm on a number of podcasts. I go live every Monday and Wednesday, and I may actually take one of the shows I have now. You guys, should I keep Monday and Wednesday the same and add a third show for the what if? Let me know what do you guys want. I do private sessions. The private sessions, if you have if you want general readings, if you want to know, give me a general reading, what's coming in for me, that's a private session. If you have a lot going on in your life, oftentimes when people are starting a business, getting divorced, getting into a relationship, going through something, or just in general want to connect with loved ones or whatever it is, that's when it's time for a private reading. The show is for very exact questions. So please, if you put a question in the chat, and I want you to put questions in the chat, I really do, please have them be exact questions about life, love, career, finances. Please do not ask any health questions because they will like not let my show go out if I start answering questions about health, and they'll minimize the flow or how much there's a term people use for it. I can't remember that term right now, but they'll do it. They won't like send my show out as much on the platform. So let's stick to finances. Let's stick to career, relationship, money, those things all on board. And a little bit exact. If you want to connect with a loved one, just give me their name and the relationship to you, and I'm happy to give you a message. If you have a specific question, include it in that same thing, so that I can get that for you. Okay. So I'm going to be going between YouTube, and hey, if you're watching or listening on one of the podcast stations or television stations, and you're like, I want to join this. I want to join this live. I have questions. Please come on over to YouTube. You can watch it live and put your question in the chat, or join us on Podbean, where you can call in or put your question in the chat. If you are on Podbean and you have a question, you can put it in the chat. You can call in, but they give me like 3 seconds to catch that call. And if I'm in the middle of answering a question or something, I'm probably going to miss it, and you'll have to call back in again. And I apologize for that. They don't have like a wait, it doesn't automatically go in like it did with Blog Talk. Okay, I'm going to start with songs. I feel like there's not going to be that many songs or names today because there have not been that many coming in. As a matter of fact, the only song I did get prior to the show, and again, the song is a song you love, your loved one loved. It could remind you of them. It could be the answer to a question, or it could be when you hear it next time, you know they're with you. So the first song is If You Like Pina Coladas and Getting Caught in the Rain. That song, which I do like getting caught in the rain. I don't know, there's just something about it, especially if you're on a beach and it's like a soft rain. I kind of like that. There's just something about that. The next song, so now I'm just going to take songs because I don't, that was the only song that came through. There was one other song, but I can't remember it. So we're just going to go to the next song. If I get more songs, the guy with the big truck is outside. It's very distracting. I'm like, okay, either drive off or turn it off. I hope you guys cannot hear that. And the next song is Take a Chance on Me. That song. And then the next song, is there another song? Purple Rain by Prince. Oh, I will not even attempt to sing that because it would be so insulting to Prince. And then When Doves Cry by Prince. The next song is that song that says, if you want me, let me know. If you don't, then let me go. That song. And then the next song. Any other songs? Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Staying Alive. Okay. That was every ounce of wrong. There was so much wrong with that. Okay, I'm going to go to names now. I'm going to go to names, and it could be your name, a loved one's name, the name of a person, place, or thing, but it should be symbolic. It should be a reminder or a confirmation of your loved one or something coming into it. Could even be something coming into your life. It doesn't have to do with somebody from up above. So the first thing I'm hearing is lemon balm. The first name is again Gerard. Daryl. The next name is Pharrell. Pharrell. uh, Fanita. And maybe that means final. Finita, finite, finita, finished, final. Or it could be a name. I don't know. Um, Shaquisha. And I was only doing that because I was so afraid I was going to try to say that name and I would not be able to. Mariana, Joseph, uh, Tilly, like Tilli, Tilly. I think I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but that's how I'm saying it. Um, Tiffany, George, Michael, Boomer, Brian, uh, like Contessa Ruth. Here's a crazy thing. I almost said Earl and then they said Pearl. So I think it's both. Earl was on the way out, and then Pearl, like Earl came from this side and Pearl came from that side. Um, and then there's two more names, Josephine and Josephat. And then I'm going to end that there, and we're going to go straight into questions and answers and connecting with loved ones. Um, in two weeks, we're going to start the What If journey. So again, if you would like to order and have your copy of it, if not, I'll be reading the questions out of mine. You can write them down and then just have like a notebook where you can keep your answers. And it's going to be a journey again where we all evolve, transform, progress together. By I think we can have one perspective or one answer or something along those lines, but then hearing somebody else's would go, oh yeah, and that makes sense, and that could also apply. And the whole, I think part of the idea behind this book was to open the mind to all the possibilities. It doesn't have to be right, it doesn't have to be wrong, just opening the mind to the possibilities of, yeah, what if this is it? Okay. So, for those of you who have listened to my predictions and I've said, watch the water and the plates moving, there's a little bit more to add to this. And I want to say it very carefully in a way that everybody can understand it, but in a way that does not get shadow banned. That's what they call it. I don't want to be more of that. um, there is something. I said the plates are moving, which is causing all of it: volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, the water, all of it. There's plates moving, but the plates are moving because of something under it. The plates are moving because of something under it. Okay. Um, And I feel I have a feeling like I know what I'm hearing, and I'm just gonna sing a song, and then whatever you think from this or associate from this, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm got to let it show. So if you guys take that song and associate that, we will probably all be on the same page. If not, that's okay. A-okay. A-okay. Okay, Betty Boop, hey. Bianchi, hey. I probably messed up your name. I'm so sorry if I did. Um, yeah, Betty Boop says, yeah, shadow ban. She said it before I read it. So thank you for putting that in there. Um, Quadru, and again, if I'm pronouncing these names wrong, please forgive me. Um, so yes, if you have a question, you can put it in the chat, and I'm going to start answering questions. Hey, EM, how are you? Karen, I'm just going to call you Karen. Hi, Toni and chat friends. Jay Francis, hi, Toni. Thank you for your service. My present, Dupree. I said that completely backwards. Okay, Betty Boop, as soon as I'm done with Dupree, you can call in. So Dupree says, hi, Toni, do you see me having to relocate for work? Thank you so much. I hear yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So what I'm getting, Dupree, is there are certain things you would like to have for work. If you want them, you're going to have to relocate. But if you're willing to settle, let's say, for example, for not as many benefits or a different like type of work, or maybe not as much pay, you might be able to stay where you are. I don't think it is possible, Dupree, that you may not find exactly what you're looking for, the title or the job or the money where you are. But I also feel, Dupree, that you're supposed to be doing something on your own, like have your job, but then do something on your own. Do something that you're building on your own. Um, and you're going to be very, very happy. That's going to like get that good energy going again, whatever it is that you do on your own. Okay. Betty Boo, if you want to call in, that would be great. Hey there, how are you?
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely, my pleasure. My pleasure. What's going on today, Betty Boop?
Well, okay, so I have good news. The good news is I did get a acceptance letter for a new apartment, which I've been praying for a relocation, so that did come through. The only thing is like I was planning on moving like out of state, and this is more of like a local move, but I'm gonna take it just to get me out of where I'm at right now because I don't like where I live. But I was just wondering why maybe Spirit put me locally instead of out of state right now.
Yeah, so here's what I'm hearing, and however this applies to you, or if it makes sense to you, going out of state would have been too taxing, or like financially and emotionally it might have been a little bit more than you bargained for, is the statement I hear. But I also feel like you would have been able to handle it, but it would have been a lot. So they're saying right now, and again, it's a choice. Sometimes we just want to get out of where we are, so we take whatever comes in for us. We're right there with whatever comes next. And and that sometimes is the best thing we can do, because that move out of state may have taken a little bit longer than you were comfortable waiting for. So what I want to say is, this is a good choice, it's a good move. And while you're here, you can prepare emotionally, financially for a longer term move if that's what you want. But I do feel like it is a good move, and sometimes we just have to do it. I just hear such a funny statement with a quickness, as quickly as we can to get there, to get into just a better situation. I hope that makes sense, love.
Amen. Thank you so much. Yes, it does. Thank you.
You are so, so, so welcome. And thank you so much for calling in. And you guys, I know a lot of people are coming in. There are new people to the show. If you can please ask an exact question about life, love, career, finances, one area of your life, and put it in the form of a question. I'm happy to answer that for you. General reads are for private sessions just because there's so many people. I know on Podbean is a newer venue for me, so there aren't a ton of people on Podbean yet, but on YouTube, where I go back and forth, YouTube, Podbean, there are a lot of questions. So it's just more. It's a little easier if I have that exact question. I can just get into that energy and get that answer for you. Hey, Amy. Hi, Ziller. Thank you for joining the show. Here we go. Karen, MK Karen wants to know, hi, Tony, do you see us buying a house soon? Yeah, not as soon as you would like. I mean, what's your perspective of soon? Like, is that next, find it and have it within 3 months? Time to them is relative, but I feel like you're going to find it. Are they going to find some? You may even, Karen, you may even find something in August. I feel like you may find something in August and you're going to love it. But the message I'm getting for you is don't financially strain yourself. Don't like overextend yourself with this choice or decision. Allow yourself to negotiate a really good deal or be in a space that is solid. That's the message I'm getting for you, Karen. And if you don't take the place in August, one thing I've learned. There's not just one partner that, oh, I have this one person I'm supposed to be with. There's not just one house you're supposed to live in. There are several people throughout the US and other countries that you would be compatible with, that you would fit with. There are several homes that you could be compatible with or be very comfortable in or that you would love. It's just a matter of timing. Um, the biggest thing I hear is don't overextend yourself on this, Karen, okay? Elizabeth, could I get oops, I just lost my place. Sorry, everybody. Could I get confirmation message from my brother David? Sure. The first thing I'm hearing, I don't know why, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, Elizabeth. The thing the first thing I'm hearing is that song, I'm All Out of Love, although it was going to be a rock song, but then it went to that song. Okay. The next thing that I'm hearing from David for you, Elizabeth, is don't tread on me. Don't tread on me. So if these things make sense for confirmations, please let me know. I think "Don't Tread on Me," that's a statement from a song. I'm pretty sure, but it could mean something else. That could have been his motto in life. You're going to know better than I do. Elizabeth, the next thing that I am getting from David is I see now I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing, and the way I see it may not be the way it was it actually. So what I'm seeing is a prescription bottle, but the label is torn off. So this could mean a lot of different things, Elizabeth. This could mean Number one, maybe he needed a prescription that he wasn't taking, or the prescription he was taking was wrong if he was taking one. Maybe he was misusing something like that. But I see a prescription bottle, the little brown tan bottle with the label ripped off. You're going to know if that makes sense for you or someone in the family or for some point in his life. His message to you, his message for you, Elizabeth, is I know this is it's going to make sense to you, even if it doesn't make sense or it sounds cliche to other people. I feel like I need to say that before I even start talking. His message for you is don't let people take advantage of you. Oh, don't tread on me. He said, don't let people take advantage of you. And then that statement, don't tread on me, came again. So don't let people walk on you. He's also saying you're stronger than you think, and you're going to make it through this, whatever this is. You're going to know better than I do, and you're going to come out the other side. And he's kind of joking here, stronger, better, faster, like the bionic man. I don't even know if you know what that is. um, but he's kind of like, he means it, but he's saying it in somewhat of a joking way also. um, and since Elizabeth, since you're not giving any confirmations, I'm going to let that be your message, and I'm going to go to Podbean. Okay, so please, can I ask that if I want to know what lies ahead of me, no, for the rest of the year, that's whether good or bad. Okay, so love, and again, quadro I'm gonna call you K. I'm just gonna call you K because I know I don't want to massacre your name. That is a lot. Like what lies ahead for people, for any one person, for the rest of their life. That's a lot. That takes more than like just a couple moments to answer. um, so, what I really love you to do is think of one area of your life, whether it be work or finances or whatever. And it's okay. Don't apologize, love. I know a lot of people are new and they want things. I'm here every Monday and Wednesday. You can come back every week and ask more, twice a week. But just come up with a very specific area of your life, because finances. You want to know how your finances are going to be over the next. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. Just a finance. I'll do just a little finance thing for you. So I feel like right now your finances, either they were sparse and you're coming out of it, or they are sparse and you're coming out of it. Like there's not as much as you want or need right now, but you're coming out of it, whether that was the recent past, the past, or is coming in now. And why do I see like, and I hope, please answer the questions, even if and I please don't think I'm going to be exact. It could be like kind of, yeah, I see something like a cigarette rolling, and maybe a business around that. Like I just see white paper and rolling. And I'm not saying if you're not doing that business, don't go. I'm not telling you to go into that business, but I'm just seeing that, and that might be a confirmation for you, love. Um, what I am seeing is whatever you're doing right now, you're going to have the opportunity to get into something along with it that's going to help improve your finances. You might have to look at this now. It is not something illegal. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, don't don't get into that if it's, because whatever is coming in for you, it is not illegal. It is a legal business. It's a legal thing. Um, and I don't know why they're showing. What part of the world do you live in, love? What part of the world do you live in? Tell me where you're from, because that will help me understand. Because I'm seeing and hearing something, and I'm like, really, really, and I just wanna Africa, Ghana. Okay, thank you. I know this is going to sound a little bit there. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Whatever's coming in for you to do kind of solo on your own is something, it's very, very legal. It is not illegal. You will not be breaking any laws. It's I don't know if it's almost like here in America, there are people that sell nicotine patches because I can't say what the nicotine does on the show, but it's very, very, very helpful. Like, did everybody know eggplant has like a lot of nicotine in it? A lot. It's one of the nightshade vegetables with the most nicotine in it. So, nicotine in and of itself is not addictive. If it was, people would be fiending eggplant. And not the emoji eggplant, you guys. Not that eggplant. The actual I almost called it a fruit. It has seeds, maybe it is. But I don't know if there's something with that. I don't know, but I just keep seeing something around that. And we have a number of stores here that sell natural, like clean nicotine. I don't know if that is it for you, but I see something coming that you're going to be able to do that's going to be a little bit profitable for you, and it's going to help you expand your finances. I also see, okay, so I don't know if you I don't know if it's music or something like that, but I see you have the, if you want to, I'm not telling you what to do. If this doesn't fit right now, it might fit. And a lot of my readings, they, some of it is for now, some of it's for a month, some of it's for a year down the line. I see you having the potential to start your own like show, like a podcast or a, like as like either a, I don't know if you like really love music. Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, he says, and I sing too. He says, I'm a servant of God as well, and I and sing too. Maybe that's what you're starting your show on, to spread that message and to get it out, because I see you having, now what I say here, you have the right to do what you want, and it might not feel right now, or maybe you've thought about it, but do it. And I see you writing, I see you doing some writing. I see you, actually they're calling it scripting or scribing. I don't I don't know if that makes sense to you, if you, if that's the term you use. I call it channeling, but I see you scripting, and I see you actually putting it out there for the masses. Oh, he says I write a lot. Okay, thank you for the confirmations. I'm so grateful when people confirm for me. I see you doing that and putting it out, and I see, if you decide to do like a show on Podbean, if you're not already doing it, you're going to build the people like that come to you will be so invested in you. They'll be so, they're like looking for what you have to say. Okay. Oh, I really want to publish books. Your books, Kay, do you want to publish your books, or do you just want to publish anybody and everybody's books? Like, do you want to be a book publisher, or do you want to publish your books? Because if you just want to publish your books, there are a lot of self-publishing places, and there are a lot of places that, like, I see these pop-ups all the time. Will put your books in 1,000 like things, like places to be sold at once. So I think that's important to know. And there's a lot of places that will help you self-publish, and to every country. So like KDP, Mind and Everybody. Okay. Like KDP, yeah, there are not, I'm going to tell you, since 2021, there are not a lot of publishers. 22, 23, the number is dwindling. Um, And you know what? I'm just gonna say this to you, Kay. This is an idea I've had, but I have no technology skills, so I'm just gonna give this idea to you. There are audio books, right? Like on Audible, where you can go and download the audio copy of the book. But I think there should be a place where you can do like podcast books. You go on and you have your book and your video audio doing the book. And I think that might be maybe that might be something you can um, think about. But publishers are needed now because I have a lot of friends that have books that they're writing and have written and created, and they cannot find publishers. So start with yours, self publish yours, and publish it under the business name you want it to be published under, if that makes sense. Like create your publishing company business name and publish it, self publish it, and then also start doing the marketing and ads that you'll help publish other people's, and work with somebody who edits books. Definitely work with somebody who edits books, because people who edit books, they'll send those people to you to publish. Okay. Kay, I hope that's really helpful. I hope that, and if you follow these steps, great, awesome. But if you don't take steps, then that's just the way it works. Hey, well, you are so welcome. Radio Parlesque, welcome to the show. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Okay, I'm going to go to the next question on YouTube, and I hope that was good information for you. Thank you for the question. Okay, I think I did Elizabeth. Oh, there's Elizabeth too. Could I get information message? Yeah, I did that one. Okay, Jay Francis, can we do some Yellowstone and tsunami healing tonight? Yeah, of course. Well, let me not talk. What what do you mean by that? I know I know the angels are powerful, but I don't know. Do you mean making sure people? I think the good thing is they're letting people know. You know what, you guys, this whole thing is not done. I'm just going to say very gently. There's something going on under the earth. There's something going on. Like, and when I say under the earth, let me say, you know how they have the underground stuff? It could just be there, because they're using a lot of technology and such down there. So it could be something with that, but I feel like it's the plates, and something is causing the plates to move. It's something under the plates that will expose itself soon. Something that, and it's under the plates, under the water, and it's going to expose itself soon. We'll know. But the other thing I'm going to say is, this is not, and there are some things I can do, but there are other things that are just, it's going to happen no matter what. I do know there are areas that have not been tracked yet that will be affected, or have not been stated yet that will be affected. I think I said it on one other show, like I think it was the Philippines or something like that. I just see some Asian countries, or Asian area, or areas that are going to be affected in a very difficult way. I will say this though, anybody who's been tracking what's been going on at Yellowstone, if you see animals leaving your area, that is a sign that you should also leave, because for a couple of months now, animals have been coming out of Yellowstone and walking down the road and leaving Yellowstone. They knew there was something going on. They knew there was going to be something happening. They knew. So that's another sign that it's a little bit like if the animals know, then you have to do the same as them. I hope that makes sense to all of you. I really do. Okay. Uh, Dupree, oh, so happy to see you. Grateful. Oh, you too, Dupree. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Rebecca. Um, Rebecca, I hope everything's going well with your friend and her children. I hope that whole situation. I hope that's good. Yes, Rebecca, the Bee Gees. I love the Bee Gees. Who can like they could hit those notes, right? I can't even. I can't even. Uh I don't know if I said Gerald. I know I said Gerald. I think I said Gerald, some form of that in a recent show though. Karen. Hey, Fawn, how are you? Oops, if I go up a little, it like shoots me up all the way. So this is Elizabeth. When you said roller for meeting a boyfriend, would it be a roller coaster? Should I have some binoculars at the fair? Oh, you're funny. I don't, you know what? You guys, because the information comes through me, it doesn't stick with me, but let me see what I can get from that. You know what? Anything's possible. And I hear the song, Anything Goes, whatever song that is. I know I've heard it. I could not tell you. I feel like it's maybe like an 80s rock song. I have no idea. And I may even have the words wrong, Elizabeth. But what I'm going to tell you is that if you, roller, 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 what does this mean? Well, now I'm hearing the song Love Roller Coaster. Say what? I don't know if that's what they say. That's just what I'm saying. Mm. Um, and then I'm hearing the song Elizabeth. I'm the one you want. I'm the one you need. Come on, baby, make a fool out of me. I don't know why I'm only getting songs for this. So maybe it could be roller. Okay, now it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me. It could be roller skating because like I'm going, I don't know why I'm hearing all this music and then like I saw a roller skating rink. It could be something like that. It could be like being outside roller doing something with roller. It could be any kind of roller, so don't have, but it could also be roller coaster. Don't have one specific thing in mind, just always be ready, but don't always be like um looking seeking looking like desperately. I don't know. That's what I'm getting, love. I hope that's really helpful for you. Patricia says, Hi, Tony. Will I be getting and start working on a new remote job in August? I feel like it's going to be, I wish it was August for you. I feel like it might be in September, close to August, but like you might hear about it in August, but you might start it in September. That's so far away. That feels like a month without working when you need to work. Are you working right now, Patricia? I just want to know if you're working right now. Um, I feel like, okay, Patricia, I feel like it is coming, and it's like that thing that goes coming in hot, do, do, do. And nobody recognized that from the way I did that. I know that. Um, I feel like it's coming in, but the interview process is going to take you to an August start date. I do feel like, Patricia, this company also does a background check. And so that might be part of why it takes a little bit longer. I feel like it's a good company. It's a bigger company, not huge, but a little bit more. I just hear monumental. I don't know if that's in the name or the logo or whatever, but I just feel like it's a little bit of a bigger company, and it's a little bit more. It's a good company though. You're going to enjoy being there with them. Okay, Patricia, I hope that's very, very helpful. Um, let's see. The Thank you, Tony. The jokester personality is totally him. Okay, this is the first Elizabeth. Um, I'm so grateful. Thank you for the confirmation. I really appreciate that because sometimes I'm saying things and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm not picking up something for somebody else. So thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, he is pretty funny, Elizabeth, the way he says things, very matter of fact humor, if you know what I mean. I feel like that's still him. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Like, okay, Radio Burlesque. I ask open to any information, but specific. Is my partner sincere in their commitment to our mutual healing, or is she being manipulative and not considering my feelings? Thank you. Radio Burlesque. I'm going to say this, and you're going to know, you're going to feel if this is true or not. I feel like your partner is going to say what she needs to say to get what she wants, and then everything will kind of slide back to where she was in the past. I feel like I'm also going to say this, and I don't. Again, you're going to know if this is true. I feel like she doesn't feel like there's anything. She feels like she's not the problem. Been there, done that. Just saying, been there, done that. I think she feels like, this is a situation that is not like, if she just like rides this long enough, then everything can go back to the way it was. I don't know if you've been through that cycle before, but she pretty much knows your pattern. She knows your habit. She knows you well enough to know that if she just goes along to get along long enough, you'll reinvest, and then things will go. I'm going to say this. It's up to you how many times you go through this cycle. But if we go through a cycle, yeah, many times, I'm healing from trauma and afraid of that. If somebody puts us through a cycle once, okay. But the second time we go through the cycle, as much as we might not want to admit this, that's just going to be the pattern, the cycle. It's going to repeat. It doesn't matter why, okay? It doesn't matter why it repeats. Oh, they weren't loved. They didn't get loved. They were abused. They come from a toxic family. Who the heck doesn't? You can take 10 people that have come from a toxic family, and one is a jack-o'-lantern, or five are jack-o'-lanterns, five are not. And so coming from a toxic family does not mean you have to become toxic yourself. It's a result. But I'm going to say this, and I've said this before on my show, and I'm going to say it. I kind of am saying it with some humor, so please brace that. But Why are we with people that we think don't know better? They don't know how to love. They don't know how to be a good person. They don't know how to care. So, what we're really, when we say somebody doesn't know something, we're really saying they're just too stupid to treat us good. They don't know how to treat people. They're just too stupid. Are we really with someone that we think is so not smart enough to know how to treat people? But I've been there. I've done that. Like I'm saying, I'm not innocent of that. I've been with someone I was like, oh, but he's so injured. Now my answer to that is go find a doctor. I ain't it. I'm not. No. Um, yeah, that is what made me realize she had no power. Yes, thank you. And I dimes to dollars. This person can treat other people so good, so good. This person can treat other people so good, and they look at you like, no, really, I didn't get that from them. Yeah, take them home for a couple weeks. You know, it doesn't matter why a person behaves the way they do. It matters why it affects you, or how it affects you, and it matters why you are allowing it. Because if you're a good person and you're a kind person, and it took me a long time to realize this, the first person you need to be good to and kind to is you. Otherwise, you will be stripped of that goodness and that kindness, and you will not be able to give it to anybody else. So please, please, please consider that. I'm not telling you what to do. Consider that. I do feel like this person is, some people just won't change, um, because if they do, they won't get what they want. Okay, they have a certain way that they behave so that the outcome fits what they want. If they don't behave that way, they might not get what they want. Then that, my friends, is called manipulation. That is manipulation. Okay, going to the, and thank you so much for the question, everybody. Thank you for your questions, your likes, your being here. Just thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I love you all so much. Um, I I of a little brother. I always have to read that all the way through, even though I kind of think I know what it is. I have to read it again. Hey Tony, can I get a message from my friend Buddy? Yes. The first thing I hear, and I of a little brother, where are you again? Here you are. I need to look at your thing so that I can understand. You're welcome, radio. You're so welcome. I'm going to go to the bottom. I have a little brother. And please let me know if this makes sense. The first thing I hear is comma, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. So that's the first thing. Um, the second thing I'm hearing from Buddy, I see a bike, like a bicycle, and then a like a not like a motorcycle, like a Harley, but a smaller version of it. So some sort of bike. So please let me know if that makes sense to you, for you, him, you, or however that fits. It's not a moped, but it's not. It like has one of those thicker. I don't know. Anyway, and then the next thing that I'm getting from Buddy is that song "Stay." Take me on, I'll be gone. And I hope you understand what that song is by that very poor interpretation. Um, and then the next thing I'm getting, here's the message for you. Like I give a couple of confirmations, and now the message. The message is that's he's giving it to me in a song. Every little thing is gonna be all right. The message I really think that is coming through is And then another song. You know what? All of Buddy's messages may just come through in songs. I have the little brother, but the next one is don't you forget about me. Now don't you for and you walk on by. So yeah, and I think that you probably will never forget about him. And I don't think that's his fear, but I think whatever that means, or maybe that was just a song that he listened to, you listened to, or the movie that goes with that song. I don't know. Um, and so those are the songs that, and through the songs, I'm guessing the message for you, love. I hope that that was very, very, very helpful for you. Um, I'm trying to find my spot again. Thank you guys for being patient with me while I find my spot again. There it is. Okay, Joy, not Jay. Joy says, "Hi Tony, will I start dating soon?" That's up to you. That's like it came in like, phew, it's up to you. Um, this is what I'm hearing for you. If you want to date again, Joy, join a club. Now I'm going to give some examples of this. You can join a health club like a gym, a fitness club. You can join a running club, a cycling club. You can join a knitting club. You can join a hiking club. Join a club, but something you love, not something you think like this is the mistake some people make. They go, "Oh, I want to meet a man. Men like this. I'm going to do this." Like, let's say men are at the bars. I'm going to a bar, but I don't like bars. Don't do that. Make it something you love, like a cooking club, a wine club. I don't know about the wine club. I don't know about the wine club. Take that one off. Take that one off. Take that one off, or not. Like a book club. Join a club, something you really like, and make sure it's it has a mix of people. Like I see a lot of cooking classes or cooking clubs that have the same amount of men and women. They want to learn to cook. Make sure it's what something you love. There are traveling clubs also, um, for singles. But whatever it is, join a club, and that's how you're going to meet someone, and you get to see them in the wild with other people, how they behave. And you know what? The one thing I will say, this is a really good idea, because if you're in a club, you get to see how they're interacting with everybody, not just you. And that to me is a very good thing in the dating world. Okay. Hey, thank you, Tony Green Fan Club. Crystal says, "Hi Tony, do you see me?" I'm sorry, let me start over. "Hi, Tony. Do you see my ex and getting less angry or mean towards me over time? The breakup was so sudden. Since then, it has been so toxic." Run, run, run. The person before the breakup is not the person after the breakup. The person after the breakup is the probably more likely the real person. Once somebody comfortably shows you this side of them without remorse, pack your bags or pack their bags and call it a day. Because even if they do slip out of this for a moment, they will go back the moment they don't get what they want or something else happens. I love you all so much. Have an absolutely amazing rest of the evening.